Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I can't believe we are on the second to last video of October. That is madness. This month has flown by like crazy. So obviously today I am going to be talking you through my favourite products and things and just everything from the month of October that I really love. So I think I'm going to get started with beauty bits, and there has been one standout thing from this month that I have used every day without fail and I discovered during October. So this is just like the October product. This is the Clarins Blue Orchid face treatment. It's an oil that is designed for like dehydrated skin, which is bingo, this skin, and it is just incredible. I found this on my trip to Saint-Tropez, I can't even say Saint-Tropez, Saint-Tropez with Clarins, and my skin looked awful. Before I left I had so many spots. It was all stress related, and just being away from home really stresses me out. So I had a lot of breakouts on my skin. It really wasn't looking its best, and then with the flight as well it looked really awful. And I used this and woke up the next morning with like basically almost perfect skin, and normally after a flight for like a few days after, my skin is terrible, and the spots that I had as well, they just disappeared, and they shouldn't have disappeared. I've never known them to do that before, and I've been using this continuously since, and it has helped so much with the healing of my spots, with my scarring. Like I had really awful texture on this part of my skin. The glow that it has the next day, I love this. So this is the full size bottle that I have. I actually have gone through a sample of it as well, and I honestly won't be without this now. I really haven't been into oils that much over the past 6 months. I think since the start of the year. I use the Sunday Riley one occasionally, but it's not as good as this, and this is way less expensive, and this has really brought me back around to face oils. The other Clarins one, I think it was the Lotus face oil, yeah, that's the one. It really didn't do anything for my skin, and I wasn't a fan, so I wasn't expecting to like this as much, but this is just magical and like the perfect oil for my skin. I feel like this is going to be a staple for as long as it continues to do nice things for my skin. So that is my main beauty rave of the month done. If you have skin that's like mine, where it's like can be oily but it's mostly dehydrated and is prone to stress blemishes, it's really hard to say stress blemishes, try and say that over and over again, like food related blemishes, those are my main two. I don't have acne, but I get really big horrible spots that scar. It's not great. So if you have skin that's kind of like mine, then I'd highly recommend looking into that face oil, because so far it's been magical. Next I have a lip product that I've been loving this month, and this is one that lots of you will know if you've been around for a very long time, because I've been using this basically every October since Vlogtober began. It's the Nars Satin Lip Pencil in Mandore, which unfortunately has now been discontinued. Why? I don't know. Like Nars, if anyone from Nars is watching, please bring this back, because I adore this, and I've had it for quite a long time. It's getting shorter and shorter and shorter, but because it's been discontinued, I did say to you guys that I would find a dupe, and I think I have found it. This is another lip product that I was loving this time last year, I'd say maybe like around December time. I think around this time last year, from kind of like September to December, I was using this, and it is so similar. I think I might have even referenced that this was a dupe back then, and it just kind of clicked in my head that this is a dupe. It's the Chanel Rouge Allure ink in the shade Experimente. I just butcher the names of all Chanel products. I wish, do they give them a number? Okay, it's 154. There we go. I'll do swatches and do a close-up for you, but they are very similar. And this is also one of those products that it's a liquid lipstick, but it's slightly matte, but it's not fully matte, so it is almost a satiny finish. So the finishes are very similar as well, and the colours are really similar too. Chanel have actually brought these out in a lot of different colours, as you might have seen in my vlogs earlier in the month, because I bought a new nude one, which I've also been liking. But this colour for me this month has been like the colour, with my hair like slicked back. That is just like my favourite look. So if you like that lip colour that I've been wearing all this month, I have also worn this in some vlogs and they basically look the same. So I would highly recommend, if you like that lip colour, looking into this one. And I'm still on the hunt for like a drugstore dupe for this, but I just can't find any. There's the Rimmel Matte 107, but it's not the same at all. Lots of people will say, oh, that looks the same, but it's actually a lot more purple toned. So yeah, I'm on the hunt. I will let you know when I find one, but in the meantime, this is very similar. The next product that I have fallen in love with this month, and I've been using pretty much every day if I haven't been filming like a sit down video where I have to wear like a full face of makeup. I say have to, where I like to wear a full face of makeup. I've been using this on every other day other than that. Like, this is my everyday makeup base kind of staple at the moment. It's the Glossier Skin Tint, and I use the shade Dark, I think, which is basically just to add a little bit more colour to my skin. Medium is a perfect match for my skin, but to add just a little bit more colour to my skin, I've been using the shade Dark. It is amazing. It just gives the most beautiful sheen to your skin. I'll link my Clarins Saint-Tropez vlogs in the info box below, but I was basically wearing this in them. There's even a point where I reference the fact that my skin just looks so like glowy and sheeny and beautiful, but without being sticky or overly textured. It is really, really nice. It's nice to have something that, even though it is dewy and sheeny and really, really beautiful in the skin, it doesn't feel massively tacky or anything like that. It just feels like your skin. It's really, really beautiful. And I was also very impressed with the fact that it didn't break me out. I do find that a lot of tinted moisturisers can tend to break me out. A lot of the ones that I've bought from the US tend to break me out. I know that there's a difference in what ingredients can go into products, so I don't know if it's just something that I'm not used to, my skin isn't used to, but this has been very kind to my skin. My skin likes it. It's not like blemishy after using it at all or anything like that, and it's just beautiful. I would say that you don't get a lot in it. I wish they do like a bigger size, like a MAC Face and Body. Is it MAC Face and Body? That kind of like big, because this is a very similar packaging, but I wish they do like the MAC Face and Body like giant pot of it, because I would buy that. I do think for the price versus the size, it's definitely not the best. I would like to see them do maybe a bigger version that is slightly better value for money, but on the whole, this is beautiful. I'm so happy with it. Next we have another favourite from Clarins. This is a rediscovery from the trip I went on with them. They did a little mini send out, which you might have seen in a vlog before I went to Saint-Tropez. I did a little kind of PO box post unboxing of a lot of things, and they'd sent a little care package for before the trip, and in it was a mini instant light natural lip perfector, which is something that I loved and used a very long time ago, and that just made me completely fall in love with them again. The texture of them is lovely, the smell of them is lovely, they have this lovely gloss without being sticky at all. I don't know how it works, but because I loved the little sample that I had so much, I went and picked up the full sizes of a couple of them. So I have 02 and 03, and I've been really liking using them for days that I just want a nice sheeny gloss. They are beautiful, so that's a nice little rediscovery kind of new purchase-ish. I can't believe that I must have cleared loads of them out in my makeup decluttering, and now I'm like, why did I do that? And then another rediscovery for me this month is this little combo. I'd say about midway through this month I started using the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow again, and I've been loving this. I'm not too into the highlight anymore, but the bronzer in this is just absolutely beautiful, and I've been using this brush with it, which is another rediscovery, which is the Nars Yachiyo Kabuki brush, which is just the perfect size for my little cheekbones, and yeah, it just blends everything so beautifully. It does shed like a bitch, but it's really, really beautiful. So yeah, I just blend it up through my temples like that, and then down through the contours of my cheekbone, and it's just lovely. This also is really beautiful to work with as well because of the shape of the handle and everything. It's really nice to hold. So that is my little rediscovery that I've been using a lot for like the later half of this month. I'm really, really into this again. Now I'm going to talk through a few miscellaneous little favourites before I move on to style favourites. So TV wise this month, I have been loving Scandal because that is back and I'm obsessed, but mostly American Horror Story. I've been watching a lot of it. I watched Freak Show as well earlier in the month, and that was one that I never thought I'd watch, let alone finish, so it actually wasn't as horrific as I thought it was going to be. It's actually probably one of my favourite seasons that I've watched, and alongside that I've been watching Cult on a weekly basis, which I'm enjoying. But yeah, basically I've been loving it. I love all of American Horror Story pretty much. I love everything that they do. I just think that the concept of it is so cool, and I like seeing how they develop the storylines and the characters, and I'm a big fan. On the flip side of that, I've also resubscribed to Disney Life, which I thought I would tell you guys about because a lot of people don't know about Disney Life. This is not sponsored in any way. I keep saying Disney Life like it's sponsored, it's not. I can't remember how I discovered it, but I discovered it back in the summer, and I was subscribed for a little bit, and then I was like, my life is just like being sucked away by this website. But it's basically the Netflix version of everything Disney. So every Disney like kids show that's ever existed, every Disney film bar like a few of the new ones. But it is amazing, and I've been watching a lot of things on it this month when I get the chance to kind of binge watch like films. I've watched 101 Dalmatians, which the kind of live version, like the real live action, is that what they call it? Like the real people one, which I love. Seeing all of the puppy Dalmatians was just It's heartwarming. And I also watched Hocus Pocus as well, which I plan on watching a good like 3 times over the next 48 hours. So yeah, I've been absolutely loving that. So if you're into your Disney and you kind of get frustrated by the fact that Netflix doesn't have very many Disney films and they're just kind of hard to find and watch, I would highly recommend Disney Life. The library of Disney films to binge watch, and it's my idea of heaven. And I haven't really talked about it before, but I'm a fan. And then I've also been loving a podcast this month, which is Estee Lalonde's The Heart of It. And I've just basically been tuning in every week. I think it comes out on either, it's a Wednesday, I want to say. But I've been loving The Heart of It. I tune in every single week and listen to every one, which I think you guys will have seen in the vlogs a little bit, because when I'm cleaning or doing anything around the house, I just like to put it on. Josh and I listen to it whilst we're having dinner some nights. I just think it's so interesting, and I also think that Estee's voice is just a dream to listen to. I find her so soothing. So yeah, if you're looking for a new podcast to listen to, I would highly recommend it. I think there's about 4 podcasts now, maybe 5 I want to say, but I'll try and pop a link to it in some way in the info box below. I'm like, how do you link to podcasts? Nana Suze is out. She's out in full force today. So the other thing that I've been really liking this month is a book, and it's called The Couple Next Door. I've also read the author's book that came after this. I've read them in the wrong order. I was just picking something up, I think in the train station. But I think this is the first book that was written, and everyone says that it's a lot better. So I was really excited to give this a go, and I have to say it was so much better than the other book. I was actually quite disappointed with the other one. I was on holiday when I was reading it, so it was a fairly easy read, and it was I was like, yeah, this is fine, but it's not gripping, and I've read a really gripping book before that, so it was kind of nice to come out of that and have something softer to read, but at the same time I was a bit But this was way better. It has twist after twist, and I was just constantly reading it oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It was amazing. And then I got to the last chapter and I was like, so yeah, that's how I felt about the ending. I feel like it could have ended a chapter early, but on the whole it was a really good book. I really enjoyed it. I was so gripped by it. There's so many twists in it, and every night I was reading it and there was a new twist, and I was like, oh my god. And I was trying to predict where it was going, and in the end I was kind of predicting along the right lines, but I wasn't fully there, and I was just like, oh my god, it gets better / worse. So yeah, that is my one read of this month, and it's both a favourite and an unfavourite, just for the fact that it could have ended a chapter early and I would have been really happy with that. That was the main thing that annoyed me, but on the whole I really enjoyed reading it, and it has taken me a whole month to read it because I've been so busy this month. I usually can kind of manage a couple of books in a month, but that has been my one read, and I'm a fast reader, so I mean I did have time to sit and watch Hocus Pocus, so. Okay, so bridging the gap between miscellaneous favourites and style favourites, I'm going to talk to you about pyjamas, because I've had a lot of questions on my pyjamas this month, and I basically wanted to do a pyjama haul for you because I went and bought a lot of pyjamas from Next. I was really into everything that they had. I feel like I've seen them in a vlog, and I think it might have been Zoe's because she is the queen of autumn, so I feel like it was hers. But I saw these pyjamas and they are so cute. They're it's the navy blue, and it's this really lovely soft material. It's not quite fleecy, but it's just super soft, but they've got little orange bunny rabbits on them, and I'm so into these. I love them. They're so autumny and cozy. I've had a lot of questions on where these are from this month. They are from Next. I actually bought quite a lot. So you also will have seen the star pyjamas, I think, in a vlog at some point. So they're this lovely grey, and they've got little silver stars on them. Oh my god, they're so cute. I just love them. So I got those, and then I also got this pair, which I'm saving more for winter because I just think that this is such a wintry pair of pyjamas. It's got little hedgehogs and squirrels and bunnies on it, and it's so cute. And I think because it's got lots of oranges and greens and reds in it, it just feels a bit more Christmassy to me. So I'm saving these, and I think I'll probably wear them at Christmas. I've become one of these people that saves a pair of pyjamas for Christmas. I always take the mick out of Alex for doing that, and now I'm doing that. But yeah, these are my pair that I still have to break in, and I'm very excited. So yeah, that's my little pyjama haul. Next have the best pyjama loungewear-y kind of section this year, so I'd highly recommend checking them out. Their dressing gowns are also amazing as well. Okay, and then moving on to style favourites. Does this count as this is a TV and a style favourite? Stranger Things came back this month, guys, and I was so into it. I got to be one of the first groups of people in the world to see the first 2 episodes of Stranger Things. Thanks to Topshop, they invited us to go to this like preview kind of evening. It was so cool. We also took over the Topshop Instagram stories whilst we were in there. I say we, me and Alex, if you haven't watched the vlogs before. It was just such a fun night and it was so cool. And I picked up this in Topshop before the event because I was like, I want to be wearing a Stranger Things t-shirt. So I picked up this t-shirt. This is definitely my favourite. And then I also have like a red American jersey style kind of long sleeve t-shirt, but this is by far my favourite. I did want the black t-shirt just with the red Stranger Things across it, which is sold out everywhere and I'm so annoyed, but I also really love this one. It just kind of reminds me of my band t-shirt days. I will link it below if it's still available, and I would advise getting in there quick because that stuff is selling out like hotcakes. In t-shirt wise, in just general t-shirt world, I've been loving these basic t-shirts from Topshop. They are crop t-shirts and they've got these little frills on them, and a lot of you will remember these from like all my what I wore in a weeks and just from seeing them throughout this month's vlogs. I love these t-shirts so much. I have it in white, I have it in grey. This grey, I love this colour grey. It's a really nice grey. Is that even a thing? Can you have a nice grey? I really like that colour shade. But this is by far my absolute favourite. And it's just this little black crop top and it has Darling on it. This has been fished out of the wash, which is why it has dog hair all over it, if anyone's wondering. It's very similar to the Lady Gaga kind of merch, which I really like. And I would like one of those t-shirts as well. But yeah, I really like this one. This is by far my absolute fave. So those are my favourite kind of t-shirts from the month. I've just found myself throwing them on constantly. I would say this jumper is also a favourite of the month. My like cream coloured one was my favourite from last month, I'm pretty sure. I now own the yellow one and I'm okay with it. Yes, I do own 2 of everything in every colour, and I'm fine with that because this yellow colour makes me really happy. Then for shoes, these are my favourite shoes of the month. I absolutely adore these. You will remember them if you've watched my Zara haul, which I think was my first Zara haul I ever did back in September, and I tried these on and fell in love with them, and I've been wearing them this month. I'm really enjoying wearing them, and they're still not the most comfortable shoe I've ever worn, but they are surprisingly comfortable for that heel height, and they're getting more and more comfortable the more I wear them. So I think eventually I'll just be walking around in these for like whole days because they're getting more and more comfortable, and that makes me so happy because these boots make me so happy and so tall. I literally, like, I can't get over how much taller they make me. These boots look great with skirts and tights, so I've been really into wearing skirts and tights as well for like the past week, so I feel like that is something that you're going to see more of over the next month. So these have definitely been a favourite of mine this month. I've been wearing them a lot with skinny jeans and my black leather jacket, and I just love the look. It makes me look so tall, and it's just a very autumny, staple autumny kind of outfit. How many times have I said autumny? Yeah, so loving those. And my final favourite for this month has been this jumper, which you will have seen so many times. I'm pretty sure I still have like 2 more pictures of it that I want to post on my Instagram. This jumper is from Zara. It's got like blonde obviously written on the front of it, and I just love it. It's really nice and soft and it's super slouchy. It just feels lovely to wear. I got this in a medium and it is ginormous. I could have gone for a small easily because it is absolutely huge, but I've just been really enjoying wearing it like when I'm lazing around the house, when I'm just going out doing something casual, and I just want a nice warm jumper. This is great, so I would highly recommend picking this up. It makes me so happy when I wear this. It just feels so like snuggled and warm and cozy. I feel like there's probably something more constructive I could say than I love it so much repeatedly about everything, but is it a favourites video if you didn't say I love it so much at least like 50 times? No. I think that is it for my favourites today. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I will be back with you tomorrow for my final vlog of Vlogtober, and then once that is done, I'm back on Thursday, so you are still getting like 3 videos. And then after this week, I will be back Monday and Thursday as usual. So yeah, I will see you guys then. Bye.